Myles, I guess let's start with the loss. Just you guys really wanted to build on what you did last week, and you had mentioned if you could win this game that it would change the whole atmosphere around the team. So how do you describe how this one feels?
It's tough. We beat ourselves a lot of the game. Don't take anything away from them. They made the plays they were supposed to make. Big ones down the field, and they capitalized when we made those mistakes. So kudos to them for being where they're supposed to be, and we just got to be better. We got to be smarter.
Obviously, you're rushing after Herbert, but how do you explain those miscommunications that led to those 2 long touchdowns?
I can't explain it yet. I have to watch the film, and it's something that we got to be on the same page about. There's just a lot of talk back there, and I think someone thought it was someone else's job, and miscommunication like that leads to big plays, and we've seen that before, and we got to just get that corrected.
Myles, you guys had 6 sacks in the first half. You having 3 of them. What did you see in the pressure that you guys were able to apply to Herbert in the first half, especially?
They're one of the best fronts we're going to face all year. So we have a lot of respect for them, and we're prepared in that way. So I think we were just ready for what they're going to throw at us. They threw me some one-on-ones, and I made the most of them. But the guys on the interior were also in the pocket, making him where he couldn't step up a lot, and we were just winning when we needed to. They were really making plays.
How deflating is this after the way you guys played last week?
It's tough. It's real disappointing because just a lot of just self-inflicted errors. Just out of position, beating ourselves, whether it's out of position in the run where it could really be a tackle for loss, or maybe at worst a 1 or 2 yard gain, or play that could be a pressure, maybe QB hit, get off the field, maybe a sack, things that could change the game, end up being a touchdown there, and it can't be that kind of swing. It can't be where it's touchdown or bust. We got to execute more consistently than that.
Myles, what do you attribute the miscommunications to, though? You guys, it's a veteran team you got out there.
I wish I could tell you. Something we got to communicate and talk about tomorrow. We're going to watch the film. It's going to make us sick to our stomach, but that's something we got to bow up and just we just got to swallow this one. It's a tough loss to swallow, but we really let it slide on defense. We can't expect them to bail us out on offense all the time. Same special teams.
3 sacks, one of the best games of your career, certainly one of the first best halves of your career. How do you balance that with 27-10 loss, or is there a balance? Is it just?
There's no balance. There's just loss.
What keeps you going in, the second half of a game that's getting out of hand in the middle of a 2-7 start?
The chance to change the game. There's always. When there's still time on the clock, I'm still thinking there's a way for myself or for my D-line to take over the game, for us to get a strip sack, get a forced fumble, TFLs, or whatever it is, be disruptive, and to knock them out of their momentum and give us a short field or something. And unfortunately, that didn't come like we wanted. But there were still a lot of big plays made up front and across the defense. But it's got to be more consistent.
Do you worry about wasting a year of your prime in a season like this?
Still halfway through the season. And we still got a lot of time left. 8 games, turn around, go 10-7. First, we got to go 1-0. We go 10-7. Still a way to get into the playoffs, still make some noise, still go to where we want to go. So it's just about this decision being made right now on if we have the men in here who have the character and the pride and the work to do it or not.
So, again, you had mentioned that if you had gotten it to 3-6, it would change the whole atmosphere. So at 2-7, do you really still 100% believe you guys can, one game at a time, still make this happen and achieve your goals this season?
Yes.
And what role do you, as a leader of the team, play in that? Do you send these guys, do you say anything as you head into the bye week about staying on top of their work or anything like that, or how do you approach this?
You don't stay straight too far away from the game, and as the best player in the team, I expect myself to lead by example more than talking and tell everybody what I want. Show them how it's supposed to look, and do as I do.
Miles, take two more. You were two of your sacks were in 3 plays, 10 in the first quarter, and then your other sack obviously in the first half as well. Do you ever feel like you're in the zone? And was that, if you do, is that the time when you felt it?
Even when plays aren't being, when I'm not making plays, I still feel there are moments in which I'm in the zone, that being one of them. And sometimes, the offense, throws different, looks or, different, guys at me to get me out of my rhythm and to try to get me out the zone. But that was one of the times where it's like in one-on-one, I'm starting to get a beat, I'm starting to figure it out, and then things were just, really starting to click. It's when, there's sometimes tight end, sometimes it's, slide, full slide, halfback. Those things start to, especially when they're moving the ball, start to try to change your rush plan. But once you can really start getting dialed in on what they're trying to do, that helps you really, key in on the rushes that can use to take over the game.
Does it make it more frustrating when it almost seemed like for a lot of the first half, it was either a sack or they were
touchdown
or a big pass play? Yeah.
Yeah.
How hard is that to take?
I'd rather have no sacks every game than to continue losing like we are. The stats, are what they are, but I'd rather win every time. So it's frustrating as hell.
There was a report that surfaced in the middle of the game that Z is going to be traded to the Lions by either tonight or tomorrow. I know you said you don't want that to happen, but do you feel like maybe after a loss like this, it's
I got no idea. I don't look into the rumor mill or trade rumors. I focus on my job here and getting this team out of the hole we're in, and keeping these guys together. All the talk outside of this team has nothing to do with me and nothing to do with us.
Why hasn't the team been able to sustain the momentum whenever you've had a little bit of success this year? Haven't been able to capitalize on it.
Got to just keep our head down and stick to the work. I feel like sometimes we get a little bit too high and get we start feeling good about a win. We're nowhere near where we want to be. We got to stay consistent in our demeanor and how we're attacking each and every day. Sometimes we get a little bit too high. We get a little bit full of ourselves, and that takes away from the kind of preparation that we need to get wins like this.
Thanks.